Elon Musk calling out those who work from home, saying it's basically a slap in the face to people who have to show up at the workplace, like those who come to fix your house or work at restaurants.
I'm a big believer that people are more productive when they're in person. It's a productivity issue, but it's also a moral issue. People should get off the goddamn moral high horse with the work from home because they're asking everyone else to not work from home while they do.
He went on to say the laptop class is living in la-la land working from home. He did mention there's some exceptions. I have to say I'm a big proponent of having people work from the office. Back with Joe Pinion, Morgan Harper, and Rick Leventhal. Joe, what do you make of this one?
It's impossible for me to believe people are not more productive in the office. We did it that way for a very, very long time. Even jobs didn't require you to talk to anybody else. So I think it's a delusion because all the data that says that you can be just as productive as home basically is based on people telling you.
And Morgan, there's a sense of entitlement now, right? Well, of course I should be able to work from home.
Yeah, I hear a little bit of that, but also there's some situations where the companies aren't accommodating as many people to come into work. There are people who have children that commuting and balancing children, something I'm guessing Elon Musk does not have to deal with, is a huge time suck for families. It's financially, especially with gas prices, can be a very big burden as well. So I think it's hard for us to paint everything on work from home with a broad brush. But I do want to clarify, too, I mean, interesting to see Elon Musk take work from home up as a moral issue of our time. Never heard him talk about homelessness, mental health care, paid child, family leave, any other topics.
As someone who works from home, hosting the Rick and Kelly show on Patreon.com and the Daily Smash on YouTube, I am a big fan of it personally. But I do agree that you get more work done when you're in an office environment. I'm a big believer in going to the office. I'm kind of glad I don't have to right now. But I'm more than happy to go back to an office one day soon.
But I agree with you. But there's something odd, though, about how it's become like this cause, right? That people are offended. How dare you suggest? I mean, particularly millennials and people younger than that.
Because they got spoiled?
Well, I think so. I think that there's this sense of entitlement that, why shouldn't I be able to work?
Well, one, I think people aren't as productive. I think that can't be denied. And I also think that if we're talking about the rise of loneliness, the unintended consequences of work from home, I think that people give a lot of interaction with their fellow colleagues. That now
Can you imagine how good Rick's podcast would be if he actually did it from somewhere else? I mean, that piece of, I mean, it's great. It would be a next level good if he did it from home.
Can you imagine having this conversation via Zoom? It wouldn't have been as good.
Real quick.
Opposed to hybrid? I mean, I think a mix of both
am I
makes a lot of
opposed to
sense.
hybrid? Not necessarily, but I'm definitely on the side of more towards coming into the office.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.